the buoys are letting us learn more about what we've been doing, and some of it's patterns that your brain has been chewing on, wondering, hey, is it this? Is that why that happened? Is the Farallon Islands blocking it? Are they somehow bending it? Is it because some days they just aren't hitting the way we think, and the NOAA buoys are telling us there's big waves, but we don't see them.
So we just departed Half Moon Bay. I've got backseat Grant Washburn. Grant has lived on this coastline just south of San Francisco, as a crow flies, about 20 miles for a number of years, and is probably classified as one of the rock star legends of Mavericks. And Grant's up to some really fun projects, and that's what we're going to get into today. And so, yeah, I want to introduce you guys to Grant Washburn. I want you to fill us in with a little bit of your backstory, just kind of how you ended up here, and a little bit of your roots in the area.
Yeah, man, this is beautiful. I just got to say right away, I'm so thankful to come up here with you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even remember, but as a child, I loved big waves, and I wasn't around them, but we would have certain magazines, and I'd cut out the biggest wave of every magazine and tape it on my wall. I've always been obsessed by the big ones, and that's just it. I don't know why that is, but Mavericks was not a spot when I grew up. No one had heard of it, and when I moved to California, I was just hunting for bigger waves than what I knew, and I had an opportunity to come out here, and I just jumped on it. And about a year after I got here, I was working on what I thought was a film of the biggest wave in the world at Ocean Beach, where this outside sandbars were so big. I was so excited because I could see them. And my other friends were telling me, you got to come to this spot down the coast. And I honestly, like everybody else, nobody believed anybody that this wave was that big. And it was just, I was all over the place looking for the biggest wave. And when I went to Santa Cruz, it was smaller than at my house at Ocean Beach. So I kind of didn't believe them. And my roommate actually took a photo while I was surfing at Ocean Beach, and the picture shocked me. It was twice as big. I thought I caught the biggest wave of the day for the whole of California, and this picture was twice as big as the wave I caught on the same day. And I just was baffled. Like, how could this be that the waves are twice as big as the waves? I just didn't understand it. So then I, kind of threw away the film I was working on, started a new one, which is a documentary about Mavericks, and try to understand it. Like, why? How is this happening? Like, why is this place, of all the whole of the state of California, maybe the whole continent, such a magnifying glass for these kind of waves? And we all, a bunch of us kind of just together learned how to do it. Jeff and a couple other folks have been out there, and Peter Bell was one of the first people to surf it with us. Great pro surfer from Santa Cruz. Richard Schmidt, legend of big waves from Santa Cruz. And they were like, holy cow, these are guys that surf in the Eddie Aikau Waimea contest in Hawaii, and they were saying, this place is scarier. And that was the Mount Everest of surfing, Waimea Bay, and all the way through until, kind of recent generation. But that was here was a stunner to the world, to surfing. Like, nobody thought that.
So roughly what year, like, kind of when was that?
91, 92, and people, Jeff had been surfing it on and off, by himself, and he mostly couldn't get people to go out, and, nobody had believed it, and there really was no photos, no videos of the break, and I was one of the first people to get out there, one of the first people to film it. A couple of my friends still at it, Eric Nelson, Curt Myers, they have a thing called Powerlines, and we'll share some footage with them. And those guys were out, and there's people passionately following these waves that don't ride them. They're just as obsessed, kind of like a bird watcher or whatever. The guy's covering it, documenting it, and I just went full on to make that, to understand it. And now here we go, 33 years later, still learning, still, yesterday confused about what's going on. A 2-hour lull between the big ones. Are they still coming? And they came, and we were sure they would, but we still wondered. And so these things, the technology is allowing us to start to understand. And there's one breaking. You see it up there? Little white thing.
Oh yeah. And it is gorgeous out today.
Yeah, so we're getting closer to my beach, and I think this is it right here.
This is back towards your place here?
Yeah, so this is
sweet.
It's called, this is another trivia, it's called the Honda.
Okay.
And this is where the Grateful Dead started.
Oh my God.
Ken Kesey, who wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, had a ranch, and he would invite people, and they had a party down there, and a kid from Stanford would come over the hill with a thing he made in a vial.
Oh my God.
LSD.
That is awesome.
I drove to Santa Cruz quite a lot when I first moved here, and I never went down the road, and I always looked down there, and it looks like like the Lord of the Rings or Narnia or something. It's like magical valley.
So you live up this canyon, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, so it's like, it's a valley, and then it turns into redwoods, old growth redwoods. And where we got a little tiny place that was like a logging shack. It's like 100 years old. The Honda will be hard to see, maybe, because it's like there's like one little pub, one little post office, and one little market.
And that's where you're at?
Yeah, that's the whole town.
Awesome.
So a little bit to the left is our place.
Okay.
Down this road right there.
Sweet.
And that's not it, but it's in that valley.
In these woods?
Yeah, that's why it's so cool.
Runway so awesome.
Right there, right. Yeah, it's one of those little ones.
Let's see if we can.
This is hilarious.
Down there somewhere?
Yeah, right there. That's it. Oh my God.
I love it.
See that black car? It's right by that.
Okay.
Just in those woods.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh my goodness.
God, look how gorgeous it is off our nose out to the coast.
I know. So that's what I just drive out here every day to go see the ocean. Oh yeah, you want to go back around?
Yeah.
So my wife's on the beach. We can go wave to her.
So rewind a little on this buoy. Just kind of talk a little bit about how you came across these things and how, from a high level, they work, what benefit they're going to bring to you and the surf community and everybody else. Yeah, kind of talk about the whole backstory in the company that makes these things.
The buoys are letting us learn more about what we've been doing, and some of it's patterns that your brain has been chewing on, wondering, hey, is it this? Is that why that happened? Is the Farallon Islands blocking it? Are they somehow bending it? Is it because some days they just aren't hitting the way we think, and the NOAA buoys are telling us there's big waves, but we don't see them. Where are they? And so we're learning every time. But these spotter buoys that have been developed for shipping are great for us to be able to understand surfing. And so maybe by pure fortune, one of the number one things that causes ships like aircraft carriers and tankers to lose course is waves. Yeah, I mean, we're very lucky as surfers that these guys were doing this, because it's not anything to do with surfing. They were funded to understand ocean science and got a bunch of money together through the government and other shareholders. They built a network of these deep ocean ones, and the instruments were being designed. And the old NOAA buoys are big, like a moon capsule, and it's a big, like 18-foot tower out in the ocean, anchored, massive ship to tend it. And that's what an ocean buoy was. These ones now, it's like, we have one in the plane. We're gonna maybe deploy it right out where we want it today. They're now so small that you can put it in a little bag and take it on as a carry-on on the airplane. And that does more than those buoys, the NOAA buoys. This has more detail, more angle, more that we can understand. And in the deep water, they're trying to model big storms, things like El Nino, and understand the consequences and the effects of that. But the first piece is getting good, accurate ocean data so that you know what's going on, and then you can monitor the changes and start to prove theories or whatnot about why and when things are happening.
Yeah.
And really coastal erosion, ship wrecks, things that like real infrastructure kind of things are being threatened, and this is how they're going to understand it. That's why they developed it. The government, the Navy, surfing is just a side thing. We're just really lucky that it's just perfect for us, because it's exactly what we would want, but no one would have spent hundreds of millions of dollars to build that for us. This is a year where we would hope that Mavericks will really be delivering, and we'll see the outer break, the wave that is so rare that it's once every 10 years that someone has a chance at it. So you got a couple of Zodiacs, a little fishing boat, a couple jet skis. Yeah. So I know it doesn't look like there's any waves. You could be wondering, what are these guys doing? Well, in about 15 or 20 minutes, and we can go out and find them, right? So there's going to be a set out there. So I'll be dropping the buoy out here somewhere, because I want to intercept them before they come to us.
Yeah.
The wind's going to carry it out.
Okay.
And so yesterday I would drop it off kind of near where the servers were, and it would blow out, and I didn't want to have to go too far out to go get it. So I was retrieving it and bringing it back in. So there's about 3 tracks over a course of 6 hours of our surf.
Yep.
And we can watch the current and where the drift is, and also see all the waves that went underneath it. And we can confirm the angle of approach, the interval between the waves, the size, the height, a whole bunch of things that we can't get from any other device around here. So I'm able to look at the waves, and then we can really, really go back and start to see things like why we all drifted to the north before this giant set came. I would start noticing, like, every time we move north, 2 minutes later, a wave comes.
With that said, where do you want to drop this? Should we get set up? Is it kind of the time to do it, or what are we thinking?
Yeah, we can do, let's see, make sure we got our guy. How about I'll have him come out
Okay.
a little bit, and then here, can I call him?
Yeah, give him a call.
See if he'll pick up.
Just going to try not to hit any birds.
Calling Curt Myers of Powerlines.
Love it.
Yeah, buddy. Well, what I was thinking is if you can go outside after a set, just go like 200 yards out, and then we'll fly in front of you and throw it out. Perfect.
Just watch. I'm just paying attention to speeds now, so you're going to be on the toss, and when you toss it, just kind of back right that way. And
and a little bit down.
Call it a day, yeah.
So sweet, man. What an amazing deal. I can't believe it. This is so cool. It's like flying with the living room door open.
Isn't it great?
Oh my gosh.
All right, so let's not get too much speed here. Let's locate your guy. Where did he go? I don't see him on the jet ski anymore. Oh, I see him. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to maintain right about here.
Yep, that's good.
And you drop whenever you think the time is right to drop.
I'm going to try to nail it between him and the rocks, just like right in the middle.
Sweet.
All right, here we go.
And I'll get a little lower.
So stoked. What a funny program. I can't believe this worked out like this.
This is sweet.
And like I said, if I was a younger person, I would not have been able to leave this morning. I would have been attached to the thing. All right, so this is our speed?
This is our speed.
All right.
I'm going to slow just a tiny bit. We got all the surfers to the left, your guys out here to the right. And you drop when you think is ready.
Little skipper.
Bitchin', did it skip a little?
A little skip, but it went.
I'm going to pull this door up.
Yep.
The window can stay open for a minute if we want it.
Cool. I'll shoot a little bit out of there for fun.
And I want to come...
that was amazing.
Awesome. I'm going to come back around. Actually, I'm going to swoop it around this way and see if we can go as if we're flying out.
Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Well, again, this sunset's going to be bonkers tonight,
oh my
too.
God, it's going to be incredible. Do one more pass by all these guys on the inside.
How fun.
Watch my angle of attack here.
Can you believe we got to do this?
Dude, thank you.
Look at this, here come some waves. Oh my God, look at these things. That's amazing. Here we go. We get to see a real set.
Dude, look at that.
Bam. Look at this outside wave. Perfect.
Good timing.
He's going to be a little bummed that he missed this one, maybe. Did he get back in? So cool. I'm shooting through the rock.
Oh my God, let me see if I can get this perfect timing. What? Oh my God. I don't know if we get to time that one better.
Oh, Mother Nature loves us. That was
here.
so cool, man.
Dude, that was sick.
Anyway, there's just so much for us to learn, and one of those early lessons was like, hey, every year is not the same, and like a skier will say, hey, the best powder years could be the once a lifetime.
Yeah.
Right. So you are trying to do something that maybe you only get to do every once 5-10 years, and so how long in your prime of your career, how many of those do you get? This is a year where we would hope that Mavericks will really be delivering, and we'll see the outer break, the wave that is so rare that it's once every 10 years that someone has a chance at it.
That was so
I did not believe the wave came like